Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Not Quite Historical Gaming. I hope you've all been doing very well recently. Today, we're going to be starting off with episode 3 of our campaign for Lazar Pushkin in the Il-2 Sturmovik, Battle of Moscow. So, as we kind of get things started off here today, we're kind of going to go over some a recap of some things that happened last episode that didn't quite make it in, except for a little bit of brief footage that I had showed because I just couldn't put it to waste. But bear with me on that one. So before we jump into the flight today, or maybe two, um, again we'll see how it all plays out. Is I went back and I tried to see if I could play the mission over again that accidentally got canned because of my attempts to grab B-roll footage and then subsequently crashing off screen, which could have resulted in everything just being done. And is like, no, we just started this. This is where I can magically hand wave everything and say, no, it didn't happen. So I went back to see if I could do the mission. I could, and since I technically said there was no mission 3, I just went ahead and did it anyway, just to get it done and out of the system so we could go on to mission 4. So in that time, uh, back on the 11th of October 1941, some interesting things happened with that. So I went back to replay it. Technically, that dogfight footage could have been from that mission to an extent. We did have another dogfight. We did manage to actually bring the BF 109 down that we had been fighting against, which makes it even better on the second time around because I did verify that instead of just having smoke and leaking fuel, it had its engine catch on fire and it definitely went down in a ball of flame. However, we came away from that mission hurt. If you notice here, it says the 12th and 13th and 14th. We have this little plus sign here. Yeah, as it says in hospital. When we made it back to base, things weren't exactly all that happy for us. Our aircraft was punctured pretty good. We had a lot of oil on the windscreen and a canopy as we came in for a landing. And excuse me, the landing was a little hard. So we spent a couple days in the hospital recovering, and that pushed us into part 2 of the campaign, City Under Siege. So the front lines have moved forward, and we are now in a position of seeing everything kind of being a mess, obviously, as the Battle of Moscow went for a while for the Russians. So as you can see, the front lines have definitely moved in. They are pushing in and threatening Moscow very, very quickly right now, um, as they're only so many kilometers off the front. And we've also seen an influx of new aircraft and some new squadrons going on here. So something that I did while I was out with that as well is we put in for a transfer. We are transferring. That's not what I wanted to hit. We are going to be transferring to a new squadron, hopefully here soon, because when I put in for it, it did say that it was an approved transfer. We will be going over to, and I'm trying to find them here. No. Is this it? Yes, this is it. We will be going over to the 126th IAP, who is getting an influx of American-made P-40E Warhawks. So, we're definitely going to be upgrading the quality of our aircraft here in about a mission or two. Obviously, since this is kind of a more true to life simulator for these kind of things, we're not with that unit yet. We're still with our old squadron here, and we've got some stuff going on. So today it looks like we've got a couple of missions that are supposed to be planned for us. One, it looks like we're going to be escorting some attack aircraft, so we'll probably be taking some IL-2s into the combat zone, and then it looks like we're going to be escorting some bombers, so probably some PE-2s later on in the same day. So that all depends on how we return, obviously, from our first mission, if we're hurt or anything like that. But we're going to see how that all plays out. So without further ado, let's go right ahead and we'll start jumping into the game. All right, on our first mission of the day, escort attackers. Let's see here. It is the 15th of October. We are taking off at 0800 hours, so it's fairly early in the day. Heavy clouds at 2,000 feet with some drizzling rain, so it is kind of a gnarly day outside. Atmospheric pressure is 14 psi. Temperature is 30 degrees Fahrenheit. It is winds out of the east at 20 miles per hour with turbulence below the clouds, so it's definitely going to be a thing. And yeah, as we estimated, it is going to be escorting attack aircraft. So, like I said, probably some IL-2s. We're once again back in the donkey. Last mission, we did actually get to fly around in the wonderful, wonderful MiG-3 for a bit, which was fantastic, and it was nice to actually have something with a little bit of staying power and some ability to bring something down and maneuverability. So that was good. But it looks like we're getting back into the donkey, which is going to be fun because this wonderful open canopy means it's going to be a rainy, cold nightmare in the flight. So, yeah, that's not exactly going to be a fun. But, you know, we're going to have to make the most of it, Comrade Stalin says. No, you go back into the stubby plane, whether you like it or not. Alright, so as expected, there are some Il-2s that we're going to be escorting into the combat zone. It's definitely going to be a nice, well, I'm not going to say that it's going to be nice, but it's definitely going to be a bit of a flight, not quite as long as normal from our normal base, because as I said, the front lines have moved forward, but it's still going to be its own little thing here. So let's see how, let's start getting towards the combat zone, and then we'll see how things play out from there. Alright, boys and girls, we got us some targets. Let's go ahead and try and get in there. Alright, buddy, come here. You and I have a talk we need to have. Alright, got some hits. More hits. Come on here, Heinz. Oh, that was a good shot. I only got 20 rounds left for the Schwachs, though. Come on, baby. Come here. Out of heavy ammo. Sir? I'd appreciate it if you went down, please. Come on. I'm almost out of ammo just for you alone, buddy. Almost. Come on. Oh, we're out. Well, here's hoping that I actually did something for him. Or to him, I should say. It looks like he's trying to boogie back home. I am all out of ammo. But he also looks like he's going to go down. Because he looks pretty shot up. I think we got another kill under our belts. Because he does not look like he's maneuvering to fight. But we are not going to give him the opportunity to surprise us all of a sudden on that one. Well, and he went down. He's out. Awesome. Hooray! We got us a nice kill. Alright, now that we got that taken care of, let's go right ahead and, or I'm going to count that as a kill. Yeah, there it is. Let's go ahead and meet up with our squadron again and make sure the mission gets completed. We'll head back to base, and I think that's going to be good for this one. We did good. Alright, as we kind of come into our attack area, we can see some fire coming back at us from enemy air positions, it looks like. Alright, and we have joined back up with the squadron we're supposed to be escorting here. Alright, almost seeing our escort here be dropped off back at their base. Once we have, we'll be able to get back home, and that will be the mission. Which will be nice. Doesn't look like we lost any of our attack aircraft we were escorting. Doesn't look like we lost anybody from our squadron. We bagged us in 109, which is awesome. Can't say no to bagging that 109. That's always a good thing. That's a positive mark for us in our service. And yeah, we're gonna get this done. Come on, guys, we're almost there. Put this thing on the ground, see what's going on for the next mission. See if we actually get called up to fly. See if we get to fly a MiG again, or if we're still stuck with the donkey. Only ever one way to find out is to not trust the roster lineup when it comes up, but to figure it out once you actually get stuck in the plane itself, as I'm noticing. Navigation lights on now. Time to head home. So let's try not to break our landing flap thingies that this thing has, if I can. But we're gonna throttle way the hell down, because our base is not too far off from theirs as we descend through the clouds. Alright. So it looks like we definitely downgraded in our aerodrome here. We've got nothing but an open field. Alright, we're under 200 miles per hour. That should be good enough for our gear now. And of course, as it drops, it's going to give us some drag. So let's give ourselves some throttle. Start getting these flaps down. Alright, landing gear is in place. That hefty chunk at the end there. Give us some more flaps as we come in. And I don't like the fact that we're going to end up with water no matter where we go here, but let's see if we can give this a shot. And down we go. Perfect. Perfect. Clear the runway. There is no runway, sir. This is an open field. We can pull our flaps back up at least. And yeah, there we are. Our little donkey has once again put itself on the ground. We have safely made it back home from another mission. Alrighty. Alright, Lazar, let's get you out and let's go to debrief. Alright, there's our one accomplishment for this flight, is we did bag us that 109, so that's a perfect thing. Escorted our target, our attack aircraft to the objective, made a successful landing, and we were good on that one. So let's take a look at the event log here. Here we are on the way in. What's this? Enemy 109. Hey! Oh, okay. AA guns. Took down one of the two 109s that we ended up running into, so that's good. There's the one that we brought down in our little lengthy chase there. Not too bad, though. Another 109 shot down by a P-40. Another 109 shot down by a P-40. And another 109 brought down by AA. That's pretty good, guys. Y'all did pretty good on that one. So, escort was completed. Nothing eventful on the way back home, as we saw. And we had us a nice little landing. So, that concludes that mission. All right, and we got another 1,000 ruble reward for shooting down an enemy aircraft. These are a nice little touch too to show the bounties that the Soviet Air Force had at the time of weakening the German war efforts against them, obviously, in courageous combat over their home. But anyway, we're going to call it here. The reason why I think is because I want to test formatting and length of videos for a little bit. So forgive me for saying we're going to do missions 4 and 5 today, but we're going to see how this kind of works out. Only because like I said, I really want to try and dial things in here to see what people prefer. So thank you very much for joining me today. Please leave a comment in on the video if you feel you've got ideas of, especially after this one, if you preferred a kind of a longer format video with multiple missions, or if you would like me to try and do shorter videos like around a half hour or so, which may only include one mission as well. Either way, let me know the case, and I'll definitely try to work things out as best I can, because I do want to try and make this channel successful. And I also want to make sure that there's entertainment for everybody here as well. And I know sitting through a full-on sortie from start to finish with me not saying anything isn't fun, so I want to try and keep it as quick and fast paced as we can. So yeah, definitely let me know in the comments below. Yeah, I'm gonna pull off even the big YouTuber thing and say please like, comment, like, and subscribe if you enjoy the content. But we will catch you on the next episode here later, when we finish off the rest of today's missions, which will see us going up against doing an escort job here. Probably not going to be flying the MiG-3. We're probably going to be back in the Donkey, but we'll find out when that day comes. So you all have yourself a good rest of your night. Take care.